Hello there, I hope everybody's well. Welcome to the channel. My name's John and I escaped the rat race in the UK about 6 years ago, and I've been living in the Philippines for coming on 4 years. Anyway, what I want to do today is give you a couple of scenarios. Is this you? You're divorced, or you're widowed. You're sitting in the house, you're doing nothing, you're watching television all day long. Or you could be in the freezing cold thinking, oh, it's so cold here. It's just coming up on February. I've got nothing to do. My life is wasted. I'm dying doing nothing. It's true, you are. You've got to start making a move. Now, what I'd suggest is you go to another country. Now, I'm biased, I'm going to say come to the Philippines because it's a great time you can be had if you go to the right place, but I'll come to that in a minute. But what you got to do is get yourself out of the house, get yourself out of that rut, because you'll die in that rut, and we don't want that. I mean, we're only on this earth for a short time, so to say. Anyway, what I'd suggest you do, right, have a look at your finances. How much money have you got? Can you afford to spend a couple of grand? It's all it's going to cost you. At the moment, the Philippine peso rate to the pound is 80 pesos to the pound, which is amazing. Yeah, you've got inflation, prices are going up, I'll admit that. But also, you've got the American dollar, which is really, really high against the Philippine peso. So the Americans, I think, because the Philippine economy has dropped a little bit because of bad tourism, obviously it's got some bad vibes because of the earthquakes and the typhoons, but it seems to have settled down a lot now, and I'd say now it's worth to come here. The reason being, there's a lot of people here who was in your situation. That's if you are in that situation. I know not everybody's in that situation, but what you got to remember, like I said a minute ago, we all die very young, you know. Let's say you live to 80. It's still not much of a life. They say that 100, 200 years ago, people was living to 80, 90 anyway, because of the lives they live with, less stress. I mean, nowadays you've got so much stress in your life. I mean, you call your friends on the phone. All right, Bill, you coming down the bar, coming down the pub for a drink? Oh no, sorry mate, I've got to do this, I've got this to do with the car, I've got to put a shelf up. You call the kids, they've got their own life, they don't want to be with dad all the time, you know. So what I'd suggest is see how much finances you've got, see if you can afford a couple of grand. Just get away for a couple of weeks or even a month if you can afford to. There's nothing holding you back. I mean, get the neighbours to look after the house. If you've got a dog, put him into a kennel, you know, or a cat, put him into a cattery. But do something with your life. Now, I would suggest, right, if you do come to the Philippines or Thailand or Cambodia, I'd suggest you go to where the clubs are, the nightlife. The reason is because you're going to find plenty of foreigners there. And the reason I say that is because if you go to a town where there's not many foreigners, you'll hate the place. I mean, you'll hate the place so much you'll never want to come back. You'll say, what did I do? Why did I go there? Because there's nothing there for me. And it's true. You know, it's to come to the Philippines and go to a place like that, you do that when you've climatized, adjusted, got to know what's going on, the lay of the land, get to know the foreign, the locals, what they're like, because the locals here are very, very friendly. And also, if you go to the city, a lot of people speak English, and they speak good English too. I mean, I can't say that for Thailand, but I'm not going to be slagging down Thailand because it is a nice place. I've been there. And Cambodia is a nice place, but there's not many people speak English in Cambodia either, or Laos, or anywhere for that matter. We should say, for the best option, if you're an English speaker, is to come to the Philippines. Now, the reason I say go to a club area, you don't have to be an SX tourist. You know, you can go there and have fun. You can have a drink with a girl in a club. Just buy a drink and she'll talk to you all night. And they speak good English too. I mean, I've been in that scenario. I've spoke to girls for hours in the clubs. Or you can sit in one of the bars on the side of the road watching the life go by. It's absolutely amazing, because at some time somebody will come and speak to you. It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, how fat you are, how skinny you are, what you look like. Somebody will come and speak to you and say, all right mate, or hello sir, hi, how are you? This is what it's all about. Life is about enjoying yourself. It's no good sitting in the house rotting away. Now, what I'd suggest is don't come over here and get yourself a girlfriend straight away. That was the mistake I made when I first come here, you know, because it does tie you down, and you can't really travel anywhere without taking the girlfriend, because you can go to a lot of places. You don't have to have a girlfriend to live in the Philippines. You don't have to have a wife. The visas are very easy to get. I mean, after you've been here for 29 days, you can get another 30-day visa. And if you want to stay longer, you can upgrade to a 60-day visa after that. If you really want to stop long time, you can get an SRRV. There's different prices. I'd have a look online, because if you're ex-military, it's really cheap. But like I say, get over here, enjoy yourself, or go to Thailand if the Philippines is not for you. Yeah, the infrastructure isn't great in the Philippines, but you can get by. You can phone home, you can phone your friends or phone the kids and say, I'm okay, babe, you know, everything's okay. I'm having a great time. I first come to the Philippines after 30 years, when my wife died, and I went to Angeles and I met two great blokes, and they're friends for life. And that's it, you see. When you make friends in the Philippines, they're friends for life. Because even if I go back to Philippines now, and it's been 5 years, people still know me. You know, there's people who drink in the clubs, people who play pool. Because, like I say, not everybody is an SX tourist. You don't have to be that. But I'm not going to preach to you what you want to do. But what I'd say is get over here, enjoy yourself, and have a laugh. Anyway, folks, have a great day. I hope to see you soon. Oh, by the way, leave a comment what you think of my suggestions. Give me a like, and if you like, you can subscribe. I'm going to start making more videos about this, because people need to get away. You know, it's not fair that you're just sitting in the house doing nothing. Anyway, have a great day.